notification not even when we click on it. Let's grab a beer real quick. These are amazing.
Wow. Right on time, unlike every other fucking live show, apparently. This may be the best shirt I fucking own. Absolutely one of the best shirts I've ever owned. Don't Be a Mongo Bongo original t-shirt, skimaskcollective.com. So much better than that Milton cardboard crap that Kevin tried to tell you was good. These are soft. We pay the extra money for the canvas shirts. Butter soft. Don't Be a Mongo Bongo. Now more than ever. SkiMaskCollective.com, the best merch in podcasting. Merch mercenaries. Totally unbelievable what's happening here. Ski Mask is en route. Everybody calm down. Everybody just relax. Ski Mask is en route. I have some things that need to be talked about first anyway, which I'll get to in a second. But yes, this is the best shirt I own, SkiMaskCollective.com. All the money goes towards Ski Mask Crippling Addictions and my soccer ball store, apparently. Which apparently I still work at, which is funny because that was 2 years ago. Anywho, you think I tell you people anything that happens in my real life? Anywho, I lie about every single thing and then tell you it's true. Anywho, you wouldn't know it work if it was slapping you in the face and doing shows 6 days a week and then not showing up, making a big thing about showing up to the stand and never showing up. And the only person that showed up was Jim Stansel because I'm the only person who ever shows up in real life to anything. But anywho, and you keep giving money to have your name read and Kevin pretends to care about you, but he really doesn't. It's just totally ruining the show. Anywho. We'll get to all that more in depth because do I even need to say it anymore at this point? Stansel Stradamus? Jesus. Did I call everything that was going to happen probably over a year ago now? Yes. The answer is yes. I tried to tell you. Some of you do listen. Some of you fine people do listen. And if you're watching this now, God bless you. At least you're listening now. But I told you exactly what was going to happen here with MLC. And we have just observe and report Misery Loves Company as we have now for 4 years. The original, greatest, and only MLC official, unofficial wrap-up show. It's a show that's about a show that's about a show. We'll get to all that. First things first, I ordered this, and yes, Ski Mask is en route. Don't worry. Texas is a big state. Takes a while to travel. He'll be here in probably 10 minutes tops. I ordered this coffee this morning. I do the online to-go order because I'm not a, say it with me, folks at home, I'm not a Mongo Bongo. We're living in 2024. If you actually wait in a line at any place that has an app at this point, you are indeed a Mongo Bongo. This is probably exactly what you look like. This is what you look like waiting in line for everything if there's an app that you can order in advance. It's called efficiency. It's my favorite word. Anywho, I order my large coffee. Only just one milk and one Splenda. We don't do light and sweet. It looks light for some reason, but it's not. I usually do black, but I was treating myself today because I slammed my legs in half in a lower body workout that most could only dream about doing. It was really unbelievable what happened in the gym this morning. Totally unbelievable what happened in the gym this morning. People are writing about it. Many people were asking me. I had a guy last week come and ask me how I get my shoulders so big, and I uppercutted him like Sagat from Street Fighter. Anywho, yeah, I ordered this coffee, and I go in. Now, I order it before I left the gym. I ordered it walking to my car, and the place is right down the street. Figured plenty of time. I can get to where I'm going. I won't have to wait because I'm not a Mongo. I don't have to wait in line. It's 2024. And I get to the place, and it's not ready yet. All right, it's a Saturday morning. It's a busy week. All the sheep, all the Mongos that don't leave their house all week because they have fake stay-at-home jobs. They come out on weekends, and they don't know how to drive, which is a whole other problem, which maybe I'll get to it depending on how late Ski Mask is. So I'm waiting and waiting and then waiting. You know, a few minutes go by. At this point, it's getting ridiculous. And I realized some Eastern European woman ordered 3 box of Joes. My little iced coffee cup is just sitting there. So it's a double-edged Mongo. It's a double-edged Mongo Bongo situation. The Mongo that's making it should have known to obviously make the iced coffee first because it takes 2 seconds. And the dumb Eastern European bitch, probably Ukrainian because that place is stupid and nobody should care about that or anything else besides America. I don't care about Ukraine. I don't care about Russia. I don't care about Israel. I don't give a Palestine. America's number one. Who gives a fuck? Go get it. If you care about any of those things, your life is way too easy. It's really simple. If you care about any of these foreign affairs, your life is too easy. You probably have a fake job, or obviously you see the younger kids that are in school and don't have a responsibility in the world. Nobody I know who has any substance to their life gives a flying fuck about anything going on overseas. It's all fake bullshit. So anywho, the moral of the story is everybody is a Mongo. I finally got my coffee. I had to tell her, hey, I'm just waiting on, that's my cup right there. You can just make it real quick. Why do I have to tell other people to do their jobs? It's probably because I have a genius level IQ, above 230 when I was tested as a young boy. It probably has gone down since, but that's it. That's my call. Here he is, Ski Mask himself.
How's the sound? How's the sound?
Sound beautiful.
Wow. I'm in a new place. Things are going quite smoothly. Preparing myself for jail. It's going to be fun. I can't fucking wait. There's plenty of Mongos in there to deal with.
Oh, there are going to be a lot of these.
Yeah, a lot of Mongo Bongos. I was actually, that's funny you're wearing that shirt. I was saying that out in public earlier because, I mean, even down here in the South, there's just Mongo Bongos that you have to deal with. Out there who just, like you say, don't know how to do their fucking job.
They don't know how to do anything. I don't know how.
You got to tell them, like, hey, that's my order right there. Like, that's it.
I go out in public, and I don't know how I literally don't know how a lot of these people survive on their own. It must be I don't know what kind of existence. Like, people can't even, how do they wipe their ass? Like, how do they know how to get dressed? How do they know how to wake up?
The problem is, I mean, people are living with their parents until they're into their 30s, and they don't know how to survive on their own. I mean, they don't wipe their own ass. They have mommy do it. And
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, wiping asses, cooking meals.
I'm going to have my mother wipe my ass tomorrow.
You should, and you should definitely put it on the patreon.com/SkiMaskMedia for all of the fine viewers.
Well, Patreon, let me tell you something. Patreon, that's what I meant to plug while by time, and I totally, my ADHD took a strong hold over me. Patreon.com/SkiMaskMedia. The content is constant. It's unbelievable. 2 more of us uploaded yesterday, not available anywhere else. I think at over 10 videos. So that's popping off. Patreon.com, Ski Mask Media is popping off. Ski Mask Collective is, this merch is the best in the game. YouTube.com, Ski Mask Media. I'm live from the city. We're constant content. 12:30 tomorrow, another program, Sports Mask Collective.
Yeah. Hey, Stancil, can you hear me? Your mic is cooked. Unplug your mic and plug it back in. Anywho, Epic ran. I thought it was on my end. I was looking at my audio. How's the sound now? This is podcasting. This is how you podcast professionally. Um, Sound is gonna go out. Yeah. Can you hear me? I mean, I don't know what's going on his end. He went on an epic rant, and then the sound just kind of dropped out. This is constant content constantly being released, folks. I mean, this is the we got one Mongo bongo down. Uh, yeah. I don't know. Is my shit working? It's hard for me to tell because I'm not watching my own show. So yeah, Gino, push your show back so you can enjoy the mongoloids that we are. The greatest podcast on the planet, actually. Wasn't sure if you knew that. Every Saturday or Sunday, until I go to jail, which is going to be fun. I'm going to go see some lawyers on Monday, and hopefully everything will work out. Or maybe it won't. Maybe I'll rot. Maybe I'll join a gang. I'm thinking about joining a gang. What? Yeah, okay, I'm loud and clear. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to join a gang when I get to jail, and it's going to be fucking fantastic. Oh, shit. Hold on. All right. I don't know what that was. It was
No,
absolutely. It was
it's
maddening.
it's this computer. More people would join the Vinny Cash level on the Patreon. I could finally buy a new computer instead of using my original MacBook from 1993. Yeah, no,
Join
that's
the Vinny
not the
Cash
mic.
level.
It's just this. This happens all the time. I have 4 years and still issues every week. It's fine.
Well, yeah.
Anywho.
When you left, I was loud and clear. People could hear me, and I don't know if it's still the same. I was just explaining to everybody that I'm going to be joining a gang when I get to jail. I'm going to become a full-fledged skinhead. I'm getting swastika tattoos. So I'm going to find
you
the
have
biggest.
to, right?
Yeah, I mean, you got to immediately. I mean, I know people are saying, "Oh, it's just jail. It's not prison." It's the same thing. Listen, we're all some bad boys in there, and I'm going to have to get with the white gangs and really show my stars and stripes and behind the cell.
Absolutely. Absolutely have to join a gang. That's how you get by. Mead got by when he was in the clink. He would just draw people's girlfriends with big honking tits, and they would give him ramen soup for it.
Ooh, I
You can
can't
go back and
draw.
look again. We've been around for forever. You can go back to the 2018, I believe, MLC with called Five Soups with me and Mead and Stacy Pressman. We recorded at the comic strip for all of that. But yeah, so what are you doing? Where are you? You tell the people what is happening. This is your first episode from Texas in a while,
right.
at least. In a long time.
Yeah, I mean, what's it been? 3.5 years. I was up there. I moved there in 2020. Maybe almost 4 years. Wow, time sure flies on the East Coast. It's a lot. Everything moves a lot slower down here. I could promise you that. Yeah, I'm living on a ranch. I'm living in my dead grandmother's old house. So I got a whole house to myself and 1,000 acres. And so we just roll around on four-wheelers, shoot guns, went hog hunting last night, did some fishing, just catching up on all the shit that I missed out on the East Coast. But I know I'll eventually get tired of it again and then probably move to Florida or maybe Nigeria. I don't know.
Back to Nigeria.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. I mean, look.
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
one day at a time.
you're basically living the retirement life.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
1,000 acres.
unemployed. I got a fridge full of food, really, and there's not really much. I have two TV channels because I'm using an antenna and I'm in the middle of the country. So at least I get the news and I get the Western channel. So I get to watch John Wayne westerns late at night. It's truly, truly satisfying. I just
Do
can't
we read
believe.
these super chats?
No.
Because we are listen. We don't listen. If
Yeah,
you
we are a
super
man
chat-
of the people.
if
Sorry,
you super
folks.
chat, we read it. If you're a poor person, maybe we'll read it. Cookman, wait! You're telling me reading unfunny fan mail and watching unfunny clips for 3 hours while Stevie Lou begs for money isn't a good show? Well, we'll get to. Listen. We're gonna
Yeah,
get to
that's
that.
definitely on the list.
I have a list on my phone that we are going to get to that and how I was right about everything. Wait, one other one. Yes, exactly, Cookman. Exactly what I've been saying. Bad Bar, how was the road trip, Ski? There you go.
Not bad. I didn't
Topical.
get to drive. I didn't get to drive. The fellows they would not allow me, so I was cramped in the back seat of my own vehicle for 28 hours. And we
Jesus.
didn't stop to rest. Those fellas, they just kept switching out like every 4 or 5 hours. My dad. And
I drove Chicago 22 hours straight, no breaks one time.
Yeah, I mean when I moved up there, I drove. I mean I did stop, but I didn't sleep. I got a hotel room for like 2 hours, and I was just anxious to get there.
I only stopped for gas.
Yeah.
Wait, what was that? God damn it, my ADHD.
I drank beers the whole time in the back seat, so that was nice.
Well, we need a let's see, we need a tongue update, please.
Oh.
Wow, look at that. Look at the healing. The human body heals. Just a week ago it was black. It was
Yeah. Now it's just got a really, really deep incision in it. I should probably get it sutured up or sutured, however you say that fucking mongo bongo word. But at the same time, the tongue heals very quickly because of the constant blood flow. So so I'm just waiting it out. It only stings late at night, but if it stings, it's a good thing. That means it's healing. It's not infected. Which I was very highly worried about a week ago. I mean, it just looked absolutely atrocious. Flat Cat and other people on Twitter were freaking out. Oh, Stancil, you need to go pick up Ski and bring him to Yale New Haven Hospital. It's the best place for him.
Pussified.
Listen, if I needed to go to the hospital, I would just go like I've done before. I mean,
Right, run up that $1 million bill.
Yeah, I've been 5 times. How many dollars have I paid? Zilch. Okay, I just go in, people take care of me, and then I leave, and I get the bills in the mail, and I put them in the paper shredder. It's just that simple, folks.
Exactly.
And it's not like I'm ever gonna go. I mean, I'll probably visit Connecticut again, maybe, but it's not like I'm ever gonna run into these fucking people.
No. My God. I don't even know where to start today.
Oh, I have not done Texas Coke yet. I can't wait to do so, but I'm out on the ranch. I'm not around anybody, so I haven't gotten my hands on any of the good fish scale that I so look forward to just throwing down my nostrils.
Coke on the Range. That's like
Yeah,
an old
Coke on the
Western
Range.
movie.
It'd be fun.
Yeah,
That
do
would be
it.
dangerous, though, because I'd be shaking with an SKS in my hand and probably fucking blow my toe off and go to the hospital.
Ooh.
I
Hey,
got a
well-
buddy coming over later. Is bringing a couple 30-round mags. I'll do some ski mask filming and maybe post some shit on Twitter. Just blowing stuff up, blowing shit away, making Chuck Mangione jealous because he can't
Leaving
shoot
your
in his
house.
backyard.
Do
I'm
it-
leaving
you-
my house. I
you
go
mean you-
outside.
You do things outside of your house?
Yeah, man, and there's plenty to do around here. I mean, it's a ranch. There's tons.
Well,
to
around
do.
here, that's a rarity between all these freak shows, these freak people leaving you actually left your house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of, once again, as I called it, all the work by Stevie and Kevin showing up to the stand. Guess who was at the stand last week? I'll give you one guess of all the people in the MLC universe who said they were going to be there. Guess who was actually at the stand last week?
Ray DeVito.
Ray DeVito, of course, gives a show, but also Jim Stansel. I was there.
Wow.
live.
Oh yeah, they said they were going to be there, right?
Oh, yeah, for weeks. We're going to go. He's going to send Stevie. He's going to pay Stevie to go. All of work. So huge work. Kevin likes to talk about everything's a work. Huge work. I texted him to come down. I offered him. I was gonna send him an Uber to come down. All a big work. Said hi to
Wow.
Ray. Nothing happened. Fine show. I was hanging out with Gino was there as well. Of all the
Wow,
people,
Gino showed up. Gino stuck to his word. Wow.
Gino was there. We were on the outside table having a smoke. Joe DeVito, the great Joe DeVito, sat with us for a while. We shot the shit. Many comics coming up. You have to give him credit where credit's due. Many comics coming up and saying hi to Gino, and they miss him. And blah blah blah. So it's all fake news. Listen, I think the last time, besides on his bike, the last time Kevin, all the talk, the last time Kevin actually left his house, it was probably I was the one who was probably with him. Not Steve. Besides the Atlantic City bullshit. And besides his bike rides, old Jim Stansel was the last one when I was contracted to protect him from Bobby Kelly.
Oh,
when
yeah.
he was still doing spots in the city. And I'm still deep in the streets. We're the only people in this MLC corner of the universe that leave our house, apparently.
Well, I mean, we do leave the house. I mean, that's why we do one show a week, because we're constantly outside doing things and mingling with people and having fun and just, leaving the roof that is over our heads. Is it rain, sleet, or shine? It doesn't matter, folks.
Ooh,
we're out there.
shine.
We're in the streets. Yeah, speaking of shines.
Speaking of shines,
yeah.
Speaking of shines, jail.
Once I get out of jail, I'll be moving down to Houston, and I'll be leaving the house to go to comedy clubs down there and do some mingling about, see what's going on.
Wow, yeah, sure. You get a lot of content from jail.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure there'll be plenty of stuff in there. I mean, the first time I went was 3 days, and I got enough content from that. I mean, the hot dogs were just immaculate, very good hot dogs. All 100% beef dogs, folks.
You love to see that. No, we won't. Well, I guess we'll get it out of the way because I have other stuff, much more important things about ourselves to talk about. But I assume you have not kept up with MLC this week.
No. I tried to watch a clip last night of he was watching Pat Dixon's show, of course, clipping and watching other channels because you can't do your own show. But yeah, he apparently Pat Dixon said that Kevin cheats on his wife, and so that's the only clip that I saw from this week. So that's all I know.
Yeah, I mean, listen. As I said at the top, I think before you got here, as we've always done here, Ski. This show is an MLC, the official unofficial MLC wrap-up show. We're not here to bash MLC. We're not here to suck MLC's dick. We're merely observational reporters. We've always have been. Really, the only show I could get through the whole thing this week was Stanhope, which was fun. And in general, Ski, because I know it's you haven't been enjoying the content, as have many of the original MLC fans. It seems like there's one or two good shows a week. Because listen, I still, as I've said all along, I'm not here to bat. I want all these critiques is because I want MLC to be great again.
Yeah, make MLC great again. That's the whole motto.
Right. We're not here to.
And
bash
it's not that I've fallen out or I don't like the content. It's just I got bored with it. I don't know, man.
Well, That's my point.
Repetitive, It's not that I don't like Kevin or the show. I mean, it's my favorite podcast ever. But I mean, I just don't. I don't go out of my way at 4:00 to wait on YouTube to go live. That's all. I'm saying.
Up until recently, of course, I would. I still love Kevin. He's unbelievable. I love him because I'm the same way, not the other way around. I love the show because from the beginning, because I share his miserable spirit. But the first 20 minutes of the show usually have been worthless these days. It's just clip watching and stream sniping as he waits for his beloved super chatters to come in. And the last half hour to an hour is reading simp chats, loser super chats, other people's comments. In general, there's 1 to 2 sometimes 3 good MLCs a week, but and that's to my original point I've been saying forever is too many shows a week. There's just too many. Forget the super chats. 6 shows a week at 3 hours a clip. There's just not enough to talk about. So you end up just reading comments. I've been saying this since the beginning of the super chat era.
And now, I mean, it took this long, but I saw through the Twitter grapevine, people are starting to get fed up about the same shit that you've been talking about for months.
Well, it's exactly as I've been saying, because even the super chatters, his beloved super chatters, are saying the show has been stinking, and it's because there's too many shows. Like, why is this guy? I don't understand. Why is this guy Liam on the shows at all? He's extremely boring. He just showed up a couple. Do you even know this guy?
No, who is it? I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't bother to know. He's extremely boring. He doesn't know anything about MLC. Stevie Lou's back on again after making a big thing about not doing the shows anymore.
It's all a work.
And Kevin will say it's all about availability. The problem with availability, the people that are available because they stink and they're boring. If you're available all the time, it's because you're not doing anything else and you're boring. There's a reason these people are available. It's because they stink and nobody else wants them, or they don't have their own show. So why? And so now we're subjected to these fucking people. Like, who gives a fuck what Liam thinks? I barely give a fuck what Stevie thinks, and at least he's been around forever.
Right.
So
I got a text from Joe Exotic actually that said we must take down Mr. Kill Everything, which is pretty funny.
I mean, that guy's. I really have no problem with him, but again, my problem with him and others like him is they think there's something. All they're doing is. They only are anywhere, all these guys, no offense, I know some of them are probably watching now, but the only reason he says your name is because you pay his mortgage. It's not like Mr. Kill Everything's on the show because he gives him hundreds of dollars a week. Let's cut to the quick. Let's stop the bullshit. All these people are mentioned on the show just because you're paying his mortgage. And the other side of that is, did Kevin really think he was going to continue making $60,000 a year off these people for time eternum, like forever? Like it's not sustainable. So this was always coming, as I said. Gino. $20 Gino Bisconti, who I know,
I know,
says you messed up his Deadpool for another week.
What? Did he bet that I was going to die?
Yes.
Oh, I saw a clip where you were wishing that I spend a long time in jail.
Yes, I hope you go to jail for a long time. I'll take over. Yeah,
thank you, Gino.
Thanks, Gino.
I'm still here, Gene.
Yeah, it's just funny. People listen. Bad bar fighter. Stevie Lou is the fucking worst. You guys are partly responsible for making him a thing. No way.
I mean,
Stevie made his own name. And again, I'm giving Stevie credit. No sarcasm.
I mean, Stevie was around the MLC verse before any of the Sad Chad shows or anything like that. I mean, I thought he was okay when we were going bashing Chad because, I mean, Stevie is kind of good at bashing people, and that's about it.
I have no problem with Stevie. I keep saying it. I say it every week. In moderation. I don't have no problem. Stevie's on once a week or maybe once every couple weeks or a couple times a month. I have no problem with Felicia on a couple times a month. But the show is not – we don't need these people every day. If you're having to have these people on every day of the show, you're doing too many shows.
And it's repetitive. It's
just repetitive. But so as I've said for over a year now, it feels like the answer is go back to 2 to 3 shows a week, keep the content high.
Again, Kevin says it's not about the money. Obviously, it is. You're doing a show every single fucking day.
It's literally all about the money. All he's trying to do, and it seems like now, finally, after Stanislas Ramos has been telling you for, it feels like ever since this era started, the show is all the show. Look at me, folks, super chatters, dear friends, fellow MLC fans or super chat. look at me, look into my sunglassed eyes. The only reason he does shows 6 days a week, and the only reason the shows are 3 or 4 hours of reading other people is because he's trying to suck all of you as much money out of all of you as is possible. Period. Stop. He can say what he wants. You guys can say what he wants. I only see the truth in the world. That's why I'm here. 254 episodes. The show is just draining you people for all the super chats. So as I've said multiple times over the last year, super chatters, high rollers, if you want to call yourselves a gay name because you're piazzas, whatever, come together and have a pact and say, hey, we're not going to do super chats on this day at all. And watch, and here's my point, not to screw Kevin over, watch how much better MLC gets immediately if you stop super chatting for one day. I'm calling on all the super chatters to get together, and for one day this week, let's start with one day this week. All of you agree to abstain from super chatting and watch how much better the show gets when you leave Kevin inside of his own mind instead of reading your shitty comments. No offense. Rack me.
Not a bad point. I 100% support that. MLC was just such a better show without sitting around reading comments all day. And watch, the second you guys stop giving him fucking money, you think he's going to care about you? You think he's going to mention your fucking name at all? No, he's not. He only calls you guys out because you're paying his fucking mortgage.
Bingo.
That's it.
Sam V 199. I'm glad you said this. I wanted to touch on this in a way. Sam V 199. Alf is his avatar, which is interesting. What are your opinions on Steel Toe's downfall? Man pond. It is man pond season, folks.
Yes, it is.
Get the man ponds out. Fold up those napkins. Shove them in your asshole lips and enjoy the day. Asshole leak free. Here's the thing, and I'm glad you said this because this was on my little list. I have no Aaron Imbal. I've actually hung out with Aaron. I hung out with Aaron at the Orlando Content House where I left my house. No problem with him, but I don't give a fuck about Steel Toe. I don't give a fuck about Shuli. I don't give a fuck about Stuttering John. I don't give a fuck. I certainly don't give a fuck about Puppets. I don't give a fuck about any of these people. I don't think anybody does.
These mountains.
As I said last week,
I'm starting to feel about the steel toe stuff like how you feel about Red Bar. Like what is a steel toe? Like I don't know what a steel toe is.
I still don't even know what a Red Bar is. Apparently he's a guy who does a show once a quarter and talks about other people because he can't make his own content. But whatever. I don't even know what that is. But I don't give a shit. Like I said last week, Kevin is at this point, and I'm not even being hyperbolic here. I'm being literal. At this point, Kevin is the biggest promoter of all these, of Shuli, of Bob, of Steel Toe, of Milton. Kevin is the biggest promoter of these people because he keeps talking about them. Move on, Kevin. Talk about your day. It's much.
Talk about your bike ride.
Talk literally. That's the funniest MLCs. Talk about the fight with your wife. Talk about your kid's dumb teacher. Who gives a... Kevin is the biggest promoter of these losers by talking about them constantly. They're
Get the doorman on the show.
Get the door... Headbutt another doorman. My point is, and I say this as a compliment to the great, my hero, Kevin Brennan. All these people are so far... Kevin, you're on SNL. You're one of the great stand-ups. And he's talking about Milton... He's talking about Shuli. He's talking about these fucking losers. We don't even talk about these fucking people.
No,
Kevin continues to bring these people.
They don't leave the house.
Go after. It was fun when it's when he's going after Neil or Gary Goldman or people that actually have a reputation. Bobby Kelly, Jim Norton's wife. That is funny. These people are all losers. These people are barely on our level. We have
we're up there. I mean, we got the best podcast in the universe right now. I mean, come on.
We always have because we don't just we make our own bullshit.
Yeah. Get guys like Dalton Pruitt on. I mean, some of his tweets are out of control. They're hilarious.
The Dalton ep was great. The Dalton ep was great. Stanhope was a fun ep. Kato Kalin was okay. I didn't really give a fuck, but it was at least interesting.
I heard Joe DeRosa wants to do the show, and I'm all for that.
Joe DeRosa doesn't even have shoulders. Get him on the show. Talk about cocaine and how to grow shoulders
and sandwiches. I mean, come on.
Oh, good bread.
Good bread.
I'm glad they did mention, which made me smile. Kevin mentioned, remember that episode, Good Bread, with when Brian was still the co-host, and they were talking about, it was called Bread is Back. And it was just idiotic. It was just about him talking about how his mom said bread is back in fashion, which is just ridiculous. Like it everyone else. Anywho, Mark Random, Dr. Chow, he's a member, so I'll read it. Like I said, like these people are such
Random's
losers.
good. Random's good in small doses. I like Mark Random. I did comedy with him one time with Chrissy Mayer. He was a fun hang. He's out there, and that's what we like here.
I've hung out with Felicia multiple times.
Same. I hit on her at a secret show and quickly got shut down.
And she's absolutely a good egg, but I also don't give a fuck about her and Pat Dixon. I watch the show. Real fans watch the show not to have their gay comments read,
right.
not to talk about Stuttering John. They watch the show to hear Kevin's opinions on things. The show is, and that's oh, look at that. There he goes, folks. Flat Cat's not going to be happy about this. Flat Cat, he's drinking again. Do you want me to call the authorities? You fucking bitch.
Should he book a first class ticket to take me to the hospital, Flat Cat?
Yeah, Cookman 199 backing me up. It can't be overstated how pay pigs ruin the show. Yeah,
right.
That's
that's exactly what they are. They're pay pigs. They're the same guys who pay women to show their tits. The same guys, same fucking losers.
It's the same. And like I said, it seems like the cyborgs, the pay pigs, are awakening. I sent you those screenshots. It doesn't matter, but.
Yeah, I didn't have time to download them, but look them up, folks. They're retweeted on Dance's timeline.
I saw. Now there's there's been rumblings because all the birdies talked to me for a while now that I've heard rumblings, but now the rumblings have made it to hard copy on Twitter. You see DK and self-proclaimed MLC legend, even though he just showed up a couple months ago, but sometimes an MLC legend. Even the regular super chatters now are realizing, yes, listen. Did you actually think, to Ski Mask's point, did you people actually think Kevin liked you? Do you not understand Kevin Brennan? No.
He doesn't even like us. And we're
he hates
fans.
us. I'm blocked. I've been blocked on Twitter for a while now, and I love Kevin.
He blocked you?
Yes. I've been blocked for months.
I found out last night I'm blocked by Barry Ribs.
Barry Ribs? I saw Barry Ribs Tuesday at the Stand.
Because somebody tweeted something about him, and I go, you know what? I haven't seen a tweet from Barry in a long time. So I looked his profile up, and sure enough, blocked. And I didn't even tweet at him. He must have been watching the show when I was making fun of his bowling ball bag. And I guess he didn't like
piss
it.
bottles. He keeps piss bottles in his bag. Yeah, he made an appearance.
I mean, who shows up to Atlantic City? He's got his whole wardrobe in a bowling ball bag. I'm not even making this. It's an actual bowl.
No, I know. He carries it around. I'm telling you, I've said it before. He's like John Candy in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, where he's like, oh, yeah, my wife, where he doesn't actually have a home, where he just pretends he has a home. Haven't been home in years. ACDC 199. Bobby Tamburo is worse than any Shiner wigger. I got no problem with Bobby. Gino may say otherwise. That's his opinion, but I personally have no problem with Bobby.
Well, last time I tried to talk to Bobby, he blew me off, so fuck him.
Yeah, well, listen.
He acts like he's all big and bad. He's like this big bad comic. Fuck Bobby Tamburo.
All right, well, there you go. Rack Ski Mask. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. That's what we do here, where we're not sheep. We actually have our own opinion instead of just
I don't like what you guys just stand for. I don't like you guys just trash people. Your show sucks.
He said some shit like that to me last time I was at Compound. I'm like, fuck you, man.
That's gay.
You got in a tub, bro.
Listen, here's why we're able to do what we do, Ski Mask, is because most of these other comics, almost all of these other podcasts, they have to worry about what they say about this person or what they say about this person. Since the beginning, we never gave a fuck. We've only wanted to say the truth, which is what we've done, which is
We
why
don't have
we
to kiss up.
staying
We don't have to
power.
kiss up to anybody. We have hashtag real jobs.
Right.
Well, I used to. Hashtag we leave our house.
Hashtag leave our house. Hashtag real job. So we don't owe anyone anything, which allows us to be free and actually tell the truth about people, whereas we don't have to kowtow to the man.
Right. To bow down. Oh my God.
Now let me to put a bow on this. Let me say this. Let me
put
say
a
this.
bow on my
about
cock.
I'll blow a cock.
Give me a dick. right
Anyway,
now.
let me say this. All of that said, cross your fingers at home, because this actually now could actually lead to good MLCs. Because now Kevin turning on Super Chatters, that is entertaining. Like I said, I want to see a pact between the high rollers or between all you Super Chatters. Let's say this Monday, nobody Super Chat at all, and watch how much more entertaining the show is. Because remember, it's a dumb comedy podcast just like this one at the end of the day.
Right.
We're not covering the news. He's not covering the news, nor are we. It's dumb. It's supposed to be entertaining. And the most entertaining thing.
And as soon as we hang up these fucking microphones, we get on with our real lives.
Right.
We go out and we deal with Mongo Bongos, and
Right.
we gather content for next week's show. I mean, I'm going to jail for the show. I mean,
You're
doing
only
it for,
going to jail because of this podcast.
Exactly. I need the content. That's it. I mean,
Yes.
why else would I fucking go into jail?
No, you could not go to jail, but we need the content.
Good news is, if they do give me a year, it's 3 for 1 here in Smith County, so I'll only be in for 4 months.
Wow, 3 for 1. Hell of a deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my that's it. My point was, watch how much more entertaining the show will be. What?
Hell of a deal.
I love a good deal. Love a good deal. I'm like a tunneler, if you know what I mean.
Funny. Yeah, man. You gotta start searching out for those great deals. A 3 for 1. I mean, you can't beat it, folks.
Love a good deal. Pure deal. We used to say over at Pure Hockey, which is where I used to work.
I still have the hat.
Yeah, I don't work there anymore, so I could say it. Apparently I do still sell soccer balls, but that's fine.
I know. I remember I overpaid for a hat. It was very
Absolutely,
expensive.
you overpaid. I wouldn't give you my discount. Corporate structure. So anyway, the point is, stop super chatting. Watch how much better the show is. I'm glad you super chatters have finally woken up, and everybody else. I've been trying to tell you. I don't know how it took you this long to realize how much worse the show has gotten with all these super chatters and doing. But again, it goes hand in hand. The show stinks if there's too many shows a week, and it's compound. It's a synergy of stinking, a synergy of stink. Call this episode "Synergy of Stink." Adam.
Synergy of stink.
It's a synergy of stink between super chatters and too many shows, but they go hand in hand because Kevin's doing all these shows to suck you super chatters dry. So it goes hand in hand. So my point is,
I'd like to get
let's
sucked
all
dry.
pray. Let's pray you super chatters have come to your senses. Let's dial down the super chats. Let's dial down how many shows and watch how much better the greatest podcast, Misery Loves Company, gets once you do that. Rack me.
Yep. Hopefully that happens this week. We'll stick around and find out. Yes.
Now, changing gears.
Let's change these gears.
I'll change a gear.
Let's shift these fucking gears.
Speaking of shifting gears, I was in a BMW M4 this week, and it was
I saw that.
No, yeah, dear friend of mine. Of course, everybody.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Yeah,
we need to get paid, motherfucker.
yeah, we need to get. Cough it up, you fucking poor bitch.
Cough up. Let's go.
Buddy Ping, $1, and that's
Thank
it.
you,
And
buddy.
that's how you do it, folks.
He probably
Take
said a
notes on
bad
that.
word.
Oh, probably shine.
That's why the bubble is empty there.
Have you seen? Now, I've been outspoken. I've been honest and outspoken about my Instagram Explore page being totally corrupt. I can't
Right.
even open my Instagram in public at this point. It's girls bouncing asses and girls' tits, and it's also, and here's my point. It's also, like, as I've told you for a while now, breastfeeding videos.
Yes.
I've
Tell
talked
me
about
more.
this on Compound. I've talked about this here. And now, look what happened. Who are you? Ski Mask, not Stevie. Look what happened just in this week. On 2 different podcasts, and you're not going to believe the names of these podcasts. I've heard people talking about, have you seen these breastfeeding videos on Instagram where they get away with it because it's a baby doll so they can pull their tits out? Do you want to guess the 2 shows that now, after I've been talking about this for months, now we're talking about this?
Matt and Shane?
Yes, actually. There's 3. Sorry. Yes, I forgot about that. Yes, 3. Yes,
Tuesdays with stories. I know you listen to those guys.
Not Tuesdays.
Are you
Close.
garbage?
No.
Think
Big. Big.
Big. Fuck. What's big? Mark Maron?
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Wow.
The last protect our parks. They talked about it, and also Real Ass Podcast. All in the last 2 weeks. Talking about exactly what I've been talking about with these brands. Again, you only need to watch this show to know anything. This is really all you need at the end of the day, because if you watch this, you have the pulse of podcasting. Yes,
Right.
I've been talking about these breastfeeding videos for months. How these thoughts can dump their tits out on Instagram just because they have a baby doll.
I know. I mean, why can't we dump our cock? I mean, if I go to the doctor to get my ball bag checked out, can I post the picture since I'm technically in the doctor's office? And
have a baby suck on your ball bag. Get a
somebody
baby doll.
clip it.
Get a baby doll to toot on your ball bag.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, we'll see if we can get
You should go get a doll and take a picture with it with your balls on its face. And
I
see if
did
you-
get I got a lot of DMs on Twitter about people were not happy when I posted my stretched out flaccid wang on Twitter.
People were upset about it.
People were very upset. I got a text from Joe Exotic. It said, "You need to quit posting that faggot shit on Twitter."
I love it. You gave it a good stretch.
Yeah, I mean, it was flaccid. You just grab the foreskin and you just give it a nice stretch like a piece of bubble gum. And
stretch
and
third
the ball bag was hanging so low. I mean, it was basically touching the water. So of course I'm gonna post that. I mean, who wouldn't?
Yeah, obviously who wouldn't? But I think the doll on your ball bag, I think there's something there.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
you
think
can get
we're
away. If
definitely
broads
onto
can
something.
pose with a baby doll to show their fat honking tits, I think men's rights, #men's rights, I think we should be able to get a baby doll and have it suck our ball bags on Instagram.
Yes. Maybe I'll give it a try on the ski
Get a
mask
real
account.
baby. Who gives a shit? Have a baby suck your pecker.
I mean,
balls.
there's far worse things going on in the world, truthfully.
Yeah, true. The baby would like it. It's like teething. It probably feels
Yeah, I
better.
mean, it'd be like a pacifier.
Sure. It probably feels better on their gums than a pacifier, a nice ball bag. Julio says
Switch some gears here.
Julio says the super chatters will never stop and Kevin will appease them for time eternum. Stealth Chaos, greetings from Tokobo, you lovable piazzas.
Thank you.
The
Greetings.
woman folk down there have sideways vaginas, I hear, I pray tell.
I've always wanted to check it out. I mean, I was with a chick from Thailand, and I could confirm it was not sideways.
Was it a cock?
I thought it was at first, but she was just trying to tell me she was on her period. I've told the story on here before.
Oh, yeah, we told that story a billion times. And I just told recently a story about the Asian I dated who was adopted by Italians, whose butt stunk.
Ooh, gross. Nothing worse than a stinky ass.
Well, that's why you got to get a man pun.
Yeah, I mean, men are allowed to have stinky ass, but if a chick has a stinky ass, a whole different level.
It's a different bag of baby hammers, truly, frankly.
Last episode, baby hammers.
So, yes, baby hammer. What was I going to say? Yeah, so Tuesday was a big day. The walk down to the basketball courts is on the Patreon. The pregame is on the Patreon, and then the shows are on Compound there. And then the live from the stand is still for free on our YouTube.
Now, have you gotten a grip on all that stuff? Been able to figure it out?
Patreon I got down. Patreon I finally, after 4 years, I figured it out. I got it down. We could talk off air. I searched for a half hour on how to upload YouTube audio to the audio form for podcasts, and you can't get a straight answer fucking anywhere on the internet.
You go to the StreamYard recording, and you click the three dots, and you download audio-only recording, and you download it to your computer, and then you pull up the Anchor app where the sports mask is.
I have to do it on my computer?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll figure it out.
You don't do it from YouTube.
Okay,
yeah,
that's
we'll
fine.
talk later.
We'll talk off air. We'll talk off air. So anyway, Tuesday was a big day. Meade came down. There was some.
I saw some basketball stuff happening. Did that?
Yeah, we went
happen?
down to the West 4th courts. As I said, I left my house. I told Stevie didn't show up. He said he's the best basketball player. He could beat anybody even with one arm. I was down at the courts. He wasn't there. I tagged him multiple times, told him to come meet me. Wasn't there. So we ended up just drinking, and there was maybe not have been some sort of sugar around, let's just say.
Ooh.
Now I'm an old man these days. I'm an old man. After the stand, after all that, I trekked over to Queens and may or may not had relations with someone all night till the sun came up. And the next morning, as an old man, I it was one of those mornings. I could feel it coming. I pulled the trigger, and there was not only was there regular throw up, but there was blood involved. So my question is, should I get that checked?
No, just a week ago, I threw up blood all over my floor, and then I threw up blood in the passenger seat of my truck, which was a fucking... Try to get blood out of carpet. You got to use a shampoo. It's a pain in the ass. I threw up blood all over my bathroom. I threw up blood all over my kitchen. I mean, my whole... I had to throw away multiple blankets, multiple pillows, just completely blood-soaked.
And you're fine, and you seem fine. So
and I just waited it out, and I'm talking, dude, it was a lot of blood. Like, it was to the point where I was lightheaded. Like, that's how much blood. I filled up a trash can
I just had
like
some
this
blood
much.
mixed in.
You're fine. That's fine.
Okay,
You're fine.
good.
You're
as
fine.
long as you tell me I'm fine, I know I'm fine.
Yeah, you're fine. Trust me. Because, I mean, I should have went to the hospital whenever I was doing that stuff, but I'd already been. So I had just gotten out and went straight to the liquor store.
Hospitals are gay.
Anywho.
Hospitals didn't exist till a couple 100 years ago. What do you think humankind did?
You got to lay down. That's it. You lay in bed, and that's all you have to do. If you're out walking around, you're throwing up blood, you're going to continue to throw up blood. If you just lay down, take a deep breath, relax, put the trash can next to the bed, fill it up halfway with blood. But yeah, that was a fucking mess, man. That was around the same. That was because what happened was the reason I think I threw up all the blood was when I had the seizure and I bit half my tongue off. If you swallow a bunch of blood, you're gonna puke it back up because the human body can't take it. So I swallowed a shit ton of blood when I fell asleep after the seizure, and then that's what happened. I was just constant throwing it up.
Yeah, Johnny Chopsticks. He's a member, so I'll read it because he's not a cheap piece of shit. Just rub some dirt on it. Yeah, rub some dirt.
Exactly, man.
And then
get
lie
back to
down.
the earth. Like, who gives a shit?
Yeah, just lie down. Either you'll die peacefully or you'll get better. So
Either
just
one.
lie down.
At least you're
down.
fucking laying down.
At least you're laying down.
Lay down outside in the grass. It doesn't matter. And then you don't have to worry about having the bucket. You just go right there in the grass.
This is true. Grounding, they call it.
Yeah, amazing.
Yep. You take your shoes off and walk around the grass.
Ooh, did I tell you what happened to my upstairs neighbor back at my apartment in Connecticut?
The restraining order.
Yes. Okay.
Well, tell it again because you told it quickly and it's tremendous.
Well, apparently I got blacked out and I knocked on this lady's door butt-ass naked. I don't remember doing it, but the next morning I think I was going to get McDonald's and I just said hello to her and she goes, "Do not ever fucking speak to me." I was like, "Whoa, what's the problem?" And that's when she told me what I had done. And hours later, the police department, New Haven Police Department, was knocking on my door.
Shout out
and
NHPD.
Swiftly handed me a restraining order. Here's another funny thing. I slept till like 1:30 the day after my stepdad got there. And so they were already up like at 8 o'clock in the morning packing. And they didn't know about this. But the lady, I guess she was walking her dogs, and she goes, "Is he moving?" And they were like, "Yeah." She goes, "Good."
She was
Thank
probably
God.
intimidated by your piece.
Of course, she was intimidated by the cock.
Yeah. Now this is a black woman.
Hispanic.
Ooh.
She
right
had
up
two
my alley.
Pomeranians. I don't know why I did it. Couldn't tell you. Maybe I was trying to lace a pipe. Maybe I was trying to
What
just.
is with maybe Julio can, if he's in the chat, can tell us. Although he doesn't have them, Julio is Peruvian, which is a classy Hispanic.
Right.
What is with why do all Hispanics have tiny annoying dogs?
No idea. I mean, there's even a state named Chihuahua in Mexico.
Yeah.
You know? It's a weird
Yeah, I don't
thing.
know what that is. They just very annoying.
I mean, why do blacks have pit bulls?
I don't know.
Excuse me, Shines.
Please clean it up.
TJ Holly, the fantastic, amazing TJ Holly, is at the Ray DeVito suite. Someone doing well. I'm actually at my uncle's house next door from my house, and so the house I'm living in, because I don't have Wi-Fi over there.
Yeah, and you said you're on 1,000 acres, which is beautiful, and that's what it also brings me. It also reminded me. I was thinking this week because I'm constantly thinking of things to enrage myself with. In our area here, as you well know, and anybody in the tri-state knows, the price of things here in the tri-state, forget about Fairfield County specifically,
Right.
where I am, is just insane. And I drive through these beautiful neighborhoods, Darien, the New Canaans,
Right.
even North Stanford, Greenwich.
Even some
And
parts
he's-
of Norwalk.
And beautiful. And you see the, you just see these sprawling houses and sprawling properties and nobody ever on them. That's my problem. These people they have Mexicans, and I say that as a compliment to the great Mexicans, the good old boys we call them here. They just pay these Mexicans to do all their handiwork, these soft-handed white-collar folks, and they have
Right.
this beautiful property. Never do I see them and I drive here in the afternoons, in the evenings, when they're clearly off from work from 9 to 5s.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever on the so it's one thing. My point being, what I was thinking about is, it's so selfish, these people. They have these huge sprawling properties and have no use for them. Not to
Like-
mention, by the way, and people aren't going to like this, and that's why I'm here. A well-kept yard is actually terrible for the planet. If
It
you have
is.
a well-kept yard is not natural in any way. It's bad.
But
for
it
the-
looks nice.
all it does is look nice. Honestly, at the end of the day, it's to have a nice yard makes you a cuck. Because the only reason to have a nice yard, hear me out. The only reason to have a nice yard is to say you have a nice yard. It's all
Right.
aesthetic.
Well,
So
you're
if you have
just
a
trying.
nice
You're
yard-
trying to put a one up to your neighbors by having a better looking yard.
Bingo.
It's all about who has the best yard. And then that's why things like homeowners associations came through and things like that, so that they could tell you that you need to clean your yard up. Teamster Tim's
Right.
calling me. Hold on one second.
which makes you a sheep to have a nice.
Teamster, you're live on the show. What's up? Hello?
Hello.
I have really bad service here. I'm in the middle of nowhere.
I know.
What's up? You're live on the show.
Let's see that.
You want to see that? I already showed the tongue earlier. You want to show the tongue again? I'm telling you, I don't have good service here.
Yeah, you're on 1,000 acres in the middle of Texas. So my point is, if you live in the middle of Texas, then absolutely have 1,000 acres. But if you live in Fairfield County, if you live in the tri-state and you have these sprawling acres that aren't used, go just live in a condo. If you're not going to take care of your own yard, if you don't want to take care of your own yard, and you're not going to use your
Yeah,
property,
you're just hiring Mexicans to do it.
let
It's
somebody else
ridiculous.
have it.
Yeah, let me have it. I'll take it.
Yeah, let me have your house.
Give us your house, folks. I mean, I don't know.
I'm a
Fuck your
bleeding
super
heart
chats.
leftist.
Give us a house.
I'm a snowflake.
Yes.
So yes, the moral of the story is if you have and whenever
I
I,
don't
see
know
a
why he's
perfectly-
calling me again. I just told, dude. I swear, TJ. I'm right in the middle of a podcast. I don't have service here. Are you watching the show?
Hello.
I don't have service. What's up?
What do you mean? So it's on your end.
I'm in the middle of nowhere, bro.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure you're all right.
Yeah, man. We're live on the show.
All right. You see the tongue?
Yeah, you want to see the tongue?
Yeah.
All right, I'll show the tongue.
All right.
Yeah.
I love him. All right.
Show the tongue again. Fuck it. Here you go. Beautiful. Probably feels good on the ladies' private parts.
Yeah, well, I wish I could find out. Ladies,
Yeah, yeah.
sprawling
So
estate here.
Listen, yeah, let your yard grow. Get some. Listen, grow a garden. I have no problem. Grow a garden. Grow some useful
Gardens are nice.
stuff.
Grow your own food. Put some vegetables in there. Fuck it.
And you can keep it in line. I'm fine. Keep your yard in line. I also don't want to, listen, you can keep your yard slightly manicured, but to these people, you fertilize. It's terrible for the earth. It's terrible for all the little animals, these perfectly manicured lawns. So let's wake the fuck up. Don't be a sheep. Realize that you're a sheep if you have a perfect yard. Realize look at me if you have a nice
You are
yard.
the problem.
You can break the mold. You are the problem, but you can break the mold. Say, hey, you know what? No, I'm not a sheep. I'm going to let my yard grow a bit. I'm going to let the animals, the foxes, the flora and the fauna, I'm going to let the flora and the fauna and the birds thrive rather than selfishly just making my yard have to be perfect just so the Johnsons next door will think I'm a good person. You're
Johnsons.
gay!
You're gay if you do that. Get a herd of cattle for your yard and just let it grow. They'll herd it. I mean, they'll mulch all the fucking grass up.
Couple goats.
Bale it. Bale some hay. Who cares? Get a hay baler for your sprawling estate.
Bail out.
Bail out of it. I mean, God, it's fucking ridiculous what's happening out here. I mean, let your yard grow, folks. Take care of the inside. I don't know if you go inside, but go outside. Go do something. Go to the basketball
at
court.
least use the yard. Use the yard. Listen, if you mow the lawn and you're out there every afternoon, you're having a cigar or you're playing with the kids, then at least you're using it. But I drive through these neighborhoods where it's just boomers, and I hate to sound like Tim Dillon, but it's true. You see these boomers, these 50 or 60 and olders, they have these huge estates that they're just sitting on. They use 2 rooms of these huge houses. They don't use the property at all. No, I mean, listen, if you're in Fairfield County, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They have these massive properties, these massive houses. They use about 2% of it, and all of it is sheep behavior. It's all just keeping up with the Joneses. I'm right. I'm always right, as has been proven at this point about every single thing I've ever said. I've never actually said anything that wasn't true. It's a curse more than a blessing.
I know, it's truly ridiculous. I mean, how right you are about everything. Hold on, it's a free one, but I got to put it up because it's hilarious. It's topical. Oh, Timmy, always asking guys to show their tongues. What a fall from heterosexuality. Oof.
There's Julio. That's Julio.
Yes,
it all started when he told Julio he thought that trans man was beautiful at the Secret Show. It all started there on that hill in Mead's yard, and now he's asking guys to show their tongues live on air. Timmy,
talking about ball bags, having Ray DeVito.
He has, oh, man. Ray DeVito's blowing them last week. And just a fall. He went from he doesn't like anything that's even half a fag to asking guys to show their tongues live.
Right. I mean, back in the day, he would swiftly walk out of Compound Studios if even mentioning a penis. And now it's all about ball bags, showing tongues. It's crazy, truthfully.
If he even sniffed a penis, he would run to the hills. Now they're going to see the cocks.
Yeah, I'm in Texas now, TJ, so what are you going to do? I can say what I want now.
Yeah.
I'm not scared.
Right, the great state of Texas. Now, have you seen any of these migrants? Are they flying around?
Not here. I'm in the east. I'm in the Piney Woods. Haven't seen any Mexicans. I mean, like I said, I'm in the countryside, so
East Texas?
Yeah, it's a little town called Mixon, Texas. Population 5.
Joe Mixon.
Yeah.
Running back.
Fantastic.
Forget who. We'll cover that on the Sports Mask episode tomorrow with co-host Steve Conti.
Yeah, speaking of Steve Conti, Teamster Tim is none too happy with a Steve Conti being on the network.
Really?
Yeah.
What? Go ahead.
I don't know why. He just said he sent me a text that said he's not happy with Steve Conti. I don't know what's going on with that. So maybe throw him a link tomorrow and to see what's going on.
Yeah, well, Eric.
He said I'll read the exact text.
I don't know if I've heard. Yeah, please get to that text. I don't know if I've heard anybody who has a problem with Steve Conti.
Okay, it says this is yesterday at 5:00. I'm not happy with Steve Conti on SMC. I pulled better numbers last week. Check the receipts.
Gee, wow, he is really gay these days. He's keep on trucking through assholes is more like it. Yeah, come on tomorrow. You can have it. Take it up with Steve. Maybe this all comes back to when he was told pussy gets the couch at Compound. Maybe that's where he soured on pussy itself. Is when he was told.
Ski, do you hunt on your own family property? I'm a felon, so I can't be shooting on public land. Yes, I was hog hunting last night until midnight. Having a good time. We heard some hogs. We did not see them, though, but we definitely heard them. So we're going to go back out tonight and see if we can't lay one of those cocksuckers down in the mud.
I was hog hunting Tuesday night in the city, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I want to go out and do some hog hunting myself.
Yeah, love a good hog.
Nothing wrong with a good hog.
Love a good hog. They're very...
He's doubling down. Teamster Tim says he's terrible. Gino Lackey.
Wow, I'm going to have to bring this up to Steve tomorrow.
Yeah.
If Teamster Tim's too much of a coward to come on the show himself.
Ooh.
Shout out to Kelly P. I got her package this week. I have to send her a package, if you know what I mean. AMA, we'll have an off week for Ask Me Anything this week. We'll be back again.
Where is Kelly? I haven't seen her on Twitter.
She's
She in
around.
jail?
She's around. She's had a busy week, which is why we're skipping AMA, and we have Sports Mass tomorrow anyway, so you will get content anyway. But have no fear, we'll be
You'll
back.
get your
everyone.
content, folks. You'll get your content.
We'll be back. Yeah. Anywho, anything else? Or do you want to just do 2 more hours of begging people to send you super chats like other shows?
Let's talk about Stuttering John.
Oh God. Do you know? I don't think you understand how little I could care about.
I could give a
Stuttering
fuck,
John.
man. Like I don't understand the hype. Like even when people
There is no hype. There is no hype. Again, at the beginning of all this, Kevin was the one saying who cares about these people, and now Kevin is the only one covering these people. Please.
You're right,
if
you're right.
this is what you have to cover, then just don't do a show. He keeps threatening to not do a show. Please don't do a show, Kevin. It'll make the other shows you do better because it'll be concentrated content rather than 6 shows where 3-hour shows where an hour and a half of the show is reading these losers, no offense, super chats. Rack me.
Exactly. Rack him. All right, folks. If I'm not in jail, one of us will be back, if not both of us, next Saturday. I'm sure once I go to a lawyer, they're going to have to put a trial date, which will probably take a week or 2. Then I'll go to a trial and figure out what's really going on.
Well, you'll obviously have to definitely sneak your phone into the courtroom and record it live.
Yeah, I would definitely be going live from the courtroom, folks.
Live from the courtroom with Ski Mask Media. Unbelievable.
Now that's content.
Just record everything you do, lawyers.
I'll try to voice record it if I can. I probably won't be able to get away with that.
Now
Somebody mentioned earlier, the 3-for-1 is because of overcrowding. So that's why I'm trying to get in there and get out because they are building a new jail that will be able to fit plenty of inmates. So I'm trying to get in there before that's built because it will no longer be the 3-for-1.
Yeah, get that 3-for-1 deal.
Got to get the deals, folks. 3-for-1. Call this
Love
episode
a good
3-for-1.
3-for-1. Call it Adam. Well, yeah, like I said, 12:30, right back here tomorrow with Sports Mass with Steve Conti. Plenty to discuss there. I'll ask him why Teamster Tim hates him.
Yeah.
Gino Lackey. Hey, listen again. At least Gino was at the stand with me Tuesday. He left his house. He didn't talk about it for a month and then not follow through like Kevin and Stevie. So yeah, I'm boots on the ground. I'm still here. I still love MLC. I just want what's best for the show, and I've been right all along. All these people are finally coming around and understanding what we've been saying, Ski Mask, and it's beautiful to see it all come to light.
I do want to address this real quick.
Please.
I want to know why he keeps the ski mask on when there's no reason to keep doing it. The show's called Ski Mask Collective, Ski Mask Media.
Yeah.
If I take it off, it's kind of ruined.
Right.
I mean, it's the whole
And by the
thing.
way, like you always say, you did that 4 years ago, pre-puppets, pre-all this. You did it as a gag. Same with my glasses. Nobody cares. I take them
Right.
off all the time.
I've taken my mask off on MLC. Everyone knows what it looked like. It just helps me. It feels nice when I put it on. I know it's time to do a show.
Leo Gunn, $2. The great Leo Gunn has his own party room at Sullivan's. What's latest on compound closing? Chad said June. Yeah, it's fun. Me and Gino have been having fun telling people it's closing in June, and everybody believes it. So we're going to keep that going. Let's just keep saying that because it's fun, and then all you people believe it. I'll leave it at that.
I do love how Teamster Tim refuses to correctly spell Gino's name. He always spells it with an I.
He may not know how to spell.
He does. I've gone over this with him before.
I will, obviously live tomorrow, 12:30. Then once again, Tuesday, constant content constantly being released live from New York City. I leave my house.
Looking
and then
forward to it.
Compound show. Patreon.com, Ski Mask Media. That's where you want to be. Look
Yes.
who it is at the buzzer. It's not a super chat. Saint Ranger. He's not dead. Cat's out of the bag, Jim. Good to see you alive. The great Northern Californian Saint Ranger. He's not dead. He knows the deal. Hope
deal.
you're
Good
feeling
to see
better.
ya.
Say hi to Pam and hello to Pam's lawyers.
Hi, Pam's lawyers. All right, folks. We'll see you back here next week then.
Goodbye. Text me how to upload things.
I will.